Oh, you know what? I forgot I'm on the wrong thing with the Queen Supreme scene. Hang on, hang on. This one? There we go. Sorry, I freaked out for a second. I might be on the wrong channel. Here's the music again. I'll be with you guys in 2 minutes.
Becky Boop, she's live, it's time to play. Turn up the screen, she's on the way. Brain so sharp and moves so quick. She's the queen of sass and the internet slick. Click that link, it's a wild ride. She's calling out lies, she won't let them hide. No rules to break, no truth is bent. She's the voice of justice with a wink and a vent. Becky's got the tea, she spills it loud. She stirs the pot like she's cooking a crowd. Haters gonna hate, but she's gonna laugh. Cutting through the nonsense like a razor sharp staff. She's smart, she's fast, all the rest are trash. Shit talking, she's walking and stacking that cash. She's Becky Boop, and she's stealing the show. Buckle up, y'all, get ready to go. Keyboard warriors can't take her down. She wears her sass like a queen's crown. She's bold, she's fierce, she's on your feet, giving the people everything they need. The Becky Boop Show, it's a class of its own. Live stream royalty, she's taking the throne. She's here, she's now, let the story unfold. Becky Boop's live, let's hit that gold.
I'm muted. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Yes, I see you guys in the chat. Let me get my chat set up. This is obviously very last minute. I am in my pajamas. I changed and I was going to lay down in bed. And I heard there was a lot of chaos and mayhem in the Discord. So I thought, let me just come on and address it as best I can. Still just getting set up over here. Give me 1 minute. I just didn't want to keep you guys waiting. Okay. Okay, now we're good. Okay. So, I've seen a couple of wonderfully lovely comments here today. No, I'm not standing up for you right now. I am not wearing a bra, secret rival, because I'm in my pajamas. Okay. Let's talk about first, I only trust Ruby's Basic now. Liar Boop, blah, 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 blah. There were no lies. There have never been any lies. I have not been working with the LCU the entire time. Have not been. Have not been. I would have never put all the effort into this and into building something just to walk away from it. I built this because I thought that somebody needed to take Keem down and he needed some competition. That was part of it. I also built it because I felt that I wanted to keep doing what I had been doing. But when I left the LCU, there was nowhere else for me to do it except for here. Kev, I have been on my own. Kev, if you want to call me a liar, you can fuck right off. I'm sorry. I don't care how mad some of you are. Don't call me a liar because I fucking wasn't. And don't think I'm going to accept that type of discussion here either. Because I don't need to fucking hear it. I was not a liar. You could choose to believe what you would like to believe. Let me fix this. Sarah, you built shit, bitch. I did build shit, actually. Oh, there's no not lying by omission, Pepper Juice. Literally until 5 p.m. today, I still wasn't working with them. And I went live at 6. Thank you, Marie. I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much for your 20. We'll support you no matter what. And that's exactly the thing. No pepper juice. It wasn't lying by omission. Literally not possible. Until 5 p.m. today, I still was not working with them. We literally decided to do that show together at 5 p.m. today. Sorry, flies. Yes, I'm still single. Paige calling me a liar backstabber. You know what I have to say to all the people who want to flip out at me because I tried to provide you entertainment? If you're going to turn on me that easy, then you never believed in me in the first place. You'll be no better than that bitch called The Truth who decided to run off with Roxy and start spinning her own narrative and took some people with her. And you know what all those people did? The people who acted like, you've been lying, you've been working with Keem the whole time, blah, 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 blah. Even though I wasn't, you know what happened? You guys pushed me right back into his fucking arms. You pushed me right back into Michael. You pushed me right over to Michael. So all the people who want to act like that, fuck you, because you played a role in this. That's number one for you. Falcon Rider with $20. Only support from me. Love you here or there, girl. Thank you, Falcon Rider. I appreciate that. It is good to see your name. You guys need to understand. Hang on. I saw Mary type something, and I always want to read what she has to say. I'm turning on Keem, not Becky. Very reasonable, Mary. Very reasonable. Sir Joseph Pesci with $5. I'm ready to join the B team and turn it into the A team. Count me in. Thank you, Joe. Here's what you guys have to realize. I'm going to be me no matter where I go, whether it's the BBU or the LCU, or whether I'm on the BBU channel or the cafe channel or the dolls channel. Any channel I'm on, it doesn't matter because it's not the channel that matters. It's the person. It's the person. Jacob, I don't know at this point. Am I going back? Yes or no? Everything is still up in the air. Everything I said on that show over there is true, just like here. I'm not going to go on their Queens episode over there. I don't know. Keem and Mike have to talk. But what you do need to know about me, guys, is yes, I am an honest and ethical person. I am also an entertainer. And you don't tune in just to see honest and ethical. That might be why you support me. But a lot of you supported me even when I was the horrid backstabbing Becky Boop bitch that I played in the LCU, right? It's not about that. It's about the entertainment and whether or not you want to support this entertainment. Udon, I see what you're asking about what'll happen with the BBU. I will address that. It's just that I don't have a very good answer right now. Everything is all still up in the air. This is very, 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 very fresh. Like I said, this has not been in the works forever. Me and Mike literally hatched this plan today and decided to do this at 5 p.m. No joke. That is what happened. And I thought for my viewers, you know what? I don't know if this is just going to be a one-night engagement or not. It might just be a one-night special. I don't know. But I do know that I wanted to bring the content, and I think it's there. And I think we have a lovely little thing going on here, but I think there could be even more entertainment. As far as what's going to happen with the Discord, there's very valid questions about memberships I'm going to have to address to you. Hey, Marie, thank you for saying today is entertaining. That's all I want to do. I'm still me. But my true supporters, there might be people who disagree with my actions. That's fine. That's going to happen. Some of my biggest supporters, like Aphrodite Speaks on Reddit, she's criticized me before too for my actions. But at the end of the day, we came around and realized it's entertainment. No, Waifu, the timing of the membership is purely coincidence. I promise you that. Sorry, I need a drink. I'm very, very tired. It's been a very difficult day. Because like I said, we planned this at 5 and then I had to like jump into getting ready to be on the show and I had no idea what I was going to do. We didn't have shit planned. We just thought, fuck it, let's do it and see what happens. Let's do it and see what happens. Give me 1 sec. I just need a drink, guys. Ani, it's just business. Tonight was a one-night cross-collaboration. It was a one-night cross-collaboration. There's no way I could have gone back there without seeing what it would be like. But yeah, you probably can't see my hair. Can you? No, you can't really see my hair that much right now. No, Pepper Juice. That Twiggy script was never correct. That was never accurate. That was all bullshit. And it's very obvious to see if you go back and watch that video closely. I have no idea what's going on. Excuse me. I'm burping and everything. Like I said, I'm so fucking tired. But I didn't want to leave you guys wondering. Actually, honestly, I did kind of want to leave you guys wondering because that's part of the suspense. What fun would your TV shows, your favorite TV shows have ever been if there was never a cliffhanger? Sometimes the fun is in letting you guys talk. What you need to know, I'm not sweeping anything, Snub. I'm being totally honest with you guys. Sean Nova for $10. I'm here for it, Becky. Love it. I support you. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. Mary says, oh my God, marijuana, I'm beginning to see things the way you've been saying. What did marijuana say? Want to scroll up and see? I missed it. Yeah, this is all. So guys, oh wait. Yeah, okay, got it. Sorry, like I said, extremely tired. Hi, Linda. It's okay. Listen, it is an emotional roller coaster ride. But here's the thing. What you guys need to know is if you are this invested in it, that means it's entertaining. That means I've done my job. There's never going to be a time everyone's going to agree with 100% of everything I do. Sammy Stover, will Savage be working with you? I love y'all. I don't know. Savage is her own thing. I love working with Savage. I would love nothing more than to bring Savage with me over there, and me and Savage are like this and we have each other's backs. I would feel so much better about going over there with Savage with me. I would love for her to come. But that's ultimately a decision she has to make. And I know that she obviously went through a lot during her time there. And she has her own people. And she cares about her people too. So that's a conversation. That's a decision for her to have and a conversation for her to have with her people. Hopefully, if you guys do like her and want to see us continue working together, it may be here. It may be in the LCU. I don't know yet. I don't know. I just don't have those answers for you guys because it's this fresh. Everything is this new. You're lying. Mike just said he bought the BBU on Queens. I don't know what Mike is talking about over there right now. There have been talks about buying the BBU. There have been talks about that. Becky and Savage takes over Rewind. Oh my God, how fun would that be? Everything here is strategic, guys, and that's the thing. Either you guys could hate me for this, and you could hate me as part of the entertainment. I get it. Remember, I was that role for a very long time. One of my best strengths is making people hate me. I'm very good at that. All right? But at the end of the day, the people who support me will support me, and the ones who won't. But unfortunately, the viewers are never going to be the ones who have that full control. You get a window into my life, but I'm the one in control, right? You get a window into my life, but certain people like the truth person and the bolos and all the people who try to control my content by throwing their weight around, that will never work. You do not own me. You just get to be a part of my life for as long as you choose to be. And chances are the people who would turn on me for today for trying to provide some entertainment are the same people who would turn on me tomorrow for something else. People like The Truth who turned on me because they thought I was working with Mike. I wasn't. That literally just happened today. But those idiots like The Truth who said stuff like that, guess what? You managed to manifest it. You spoke it right into existence. And every single time you guys were treating me like shit behind the scenes. the truth. You know what you've been doing in my DMs. You know the live streams you've been doing. All you did is make this a very obvious choice that if I'm going to get shit on no matter what I do, no matter how perfect I do it, no matter how many shows I release a week, no matter how much I've been literally puking and peeing myself on stream, and no matter how blisteringly honest I've been, people turn like this. People turn like this. And those are the people I don't care about, because those people who turn, they were going to turn at one point or another as soon as I stopped doing exactly what they wanted. And those people can see themselves out the door. Thank you, KMG. Thank you. Becky obviously got a raise. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so funny. Michael Sneed said, and he wants supporters to come over there to give money and for the members to come over here as well. Jen McCowan says, question, do you feel comfortable working with Mike after your personal experiences you've suffered before? I sadly believed Keem's narrative. Mike didn't do it, and I'm so disappointed in myself. Jen, it is a very tough question. It's a very good question. I can say that as of right now, I support Mike. I do, or I would have never done that show with him. His charges are being dropped tomorrow. So I thought it was fine to go on the show with him today versus literally waiting till they were dropped tomorrow. But if his charges aren't dropped tomorrow, if he fucking gets convicted of doing that shit, of domestic violence, of hitting a woman, anything like that, I'm fucking out. I'm absolutely out. But I also know that he's been backed into a corner where he couldn't even talk all this time to defend himself because he can't piss off anybody when his charges are going to be dropped, right? So it's been an extremely difficult time. I feel good about supporting him right now, as of right now. I was very shook when I heard that 911 call. And I'm not going to lie, I still haven't fully processed it. But from what I've seen, from the conversations I have also had with Bridget, I've talked to Bridget too, I do feel comfortable moving forward with Mike. I do. Yeah, it was good to see some of you guys over there. It really was. Of course, his charges are dropped. He is her only income. Well, Jason, you bring up a good point. You're not the only one who's made that point. I've dealt with a lot of people, especially women, who are saying, how can I, as a woman who've been through what I've been through, support Mike? And all I could say is all I have ever said from the very beginning is that I don't know the whole truth. I will never know the whole truth. I don't have the tools or the skill set to even try to figure out the truth in a situation like this. That's why we have courts of law. And that's why I'm going to follow what the courts say. Turn up my mic. I mean, I just put it on full blast. This is super, super loud right now. Yeah, if I do go back over there, I don't know. So like these financial conversations, I can't answer a lot of questions because I genuinely don't know the answer. I certainly understand that if I do go back there and if you guys don't want to support financially, that's fine. I don't even know how that works. As far as I know, me and Mike would be running this circuit together. So if this is more than a one night thing, and honestly, I saw the entertainment value today. And I think that the entertainment and the ride, you guys, I can't go into the conversations I had with Mike. But if you knew the stuff that would come down the line from this, you all would be so in. You would be so in. I'm just telling you. Just for the entertainment. And also, this is another thing with Mike. Just because you're willing to work with somebody doesn't mean you support anything or even know anything about what goes on in their personal lives. I'm viewing him as a colleague. The date KMG can still happen. And regardless of where I am, any promises that I have made to you guys, because I don't know. Like I said, this is extremely, extremely fresh. I didn't even want to go live tonight because I know I don't have any answers to give you guys. But I could be here with you and I could hear what you have to say and I could tell you my thoughts, right? I will tell you, strategy-wise, if we were to all put our feelings to the side, strategy-wise and entertainment-wise, me going back there is the best thing that could happen. It is. It is. I promise you it is. We don't have all these plans. They're not set in stone, poop guy, but we've talked. We've talked about certain possibilities. And that's stuff I can't share. Guys, no calling him a pedo over here. I'm not okay with that. He's never been convicted as one or anything like that. Go hate him somewhere else, not here. I wouldn't want any other innocent or potentially innocent person having to be guilty before they're actually ever proven guilty anywhere, and that includes Mike. Broke man for $5 sounds great to me, Becky. Let's go. Listen, I gotta tell, if I could put aside my serious face, and if I could put aside the fact that I am really empathetic and I feel your guys' concern, I can tell you and promise you, especially because a lot of you who followed me here, some of you followed me because you hate Keem, but a lot of you followed me because you believe me or you cared about me or whatever. I promise you that if I do go back, nothing is ever going to happen that bothers me that deeply. I'll be okay. I will be treated well. I will be treated well, and no one's getting locked down into anything where they couldn't walk away. I would obviously never allow that to happen right now. Matt, unfortunately, you could have those conversations elsewhere, but not here. I got to time you out for 10 minutes. That's not what this is about for tonight, okay? You guys all have your issues with Mike. I'm talking about entertainment. Thank you, Dreadheaded Oreo. I'm sorry I never got to get back to your DM. Things have been crazy. Shauna says, I'm upset because I loved watching the BBU, but wherever you decide to go for it, good luck. Well, listen, Shauna, here's the thing. Me and Mike, and maybe Keem, I don't know. We have to have a much longer talk, right? We have to have a much longer talk. Like I said, it was a very stressful day for me too, because this was very much... I was being pulled back and forth between my viewers, the people who believe in me, the people who came here to believe in me, the people who are going to think I'm lying, even though I swear to God I am not. I swear on Zoe. I would never. I have not lied. And to like Pepper Juice before, who was like, it's lying by omission. No, it wasn't that either. I literally, as soon as I made the decision, I stayed offline until I went on cafe over there today. Let me just read some of what I'm going to be quiet for just a minute because I want to actually just focus on the chat and read what you guys are saying. Don't sign anything until I have an attorney, of course. Well, listen, you could talk about how Mike swears on his stuff, but Haunted Pogs, I know you haven't been hanging around here, so you maybe moseyed on over from the LCU or something today. I don't know. But no, not like Mike swears on his kids, not like Mike swears on anything, because I'm not Mike. I'm me. Cats, I would love for Savage to go over there with me. But I understand that Savage is her own person, you know, so I can't speak for her. She took the night off tonight, and I can't get right now. When I give people time off, I respect their time off, you know, so obviously I'm sure she knows of everything that's happened tonight. I'm sure her Discord is popping off too. We don't know. I don't know what Savage is going to decide. Thank you, Dark Dragon. That's very sweet. Javi says, I like how you fucked over and lied to your audience. Very ethical and honest of you. Yeah, very ingenuous of you. Very genuine of you, Javi, to say that when you've never even been part of my audience. I never see you over here. So you are one of those haters, and that's okay. That's okay. Because the people who believe in me will believe in me. And no, you guys will never, ever know 100% of everything, right? You only ever get to see what's on the screen. You never get to know the full truth, right? Only I do, because it's my life. And some people close to me, some people know a little more than others, but there's not much else to know beyond every single thing I've just told you guys. Mary says, okay, Becky, I'll ride this out with you. You have my support. Mary, thank you so much. That really means so much to me. Oh, Savage is going live? Well, shit. Paige, thanks for letting us know. We could tune in. Yeah, Safa, exactly. A lot of haters you've never seen before. Interesting. Wonder where they came from. But see, guys, isn't that the entire point? Is that now we get to, like, the gates are open again. We were forced to split, right? We were forced to become two different factions between the bans that happened on the Discord over there and everything else. What if none of that needs to be the case anymore? What if we all actually get to talk to each other again and be part of a bigger community again? And listen, if shit falls apart, I can walk away at any fucking time. I can walk away at any time, and so can Mike. You know, if we were to try this and it fails and it sucks and it's awful and the entertainment really isn't there, we walk away and come right back here. No problem. But I'm really certain that's not going to be the case, because if I didn't think this was so fucking strong that it's almost impossible to say no to, I wouldn't have made the decision to go over there in the first place tonight, right? All right, let me be quiet for a little bit. I just want to read what you guys are saying. Thick Gemini gave $2 to say Mike said on Queens he owns the BBU. Just saw a clip. What the fuck? I can't speak to what he's saying over there because I'm not seeing any of it right now. He does not own the BBU right now. We have, however, discussed it, like I mentioned. Do you think Tina will listen? Well, Tina is her own thing. And to be fair with you, I don't really give a fuck what Tina thinks about anything. You know what I mean? I don't. Even if I were to end up working with her, like being part of the same network again, I'm not actually working with her. She does her own fucking thing. I will never work with Tina that way again. That's never happening. I could never. Thank you, Gotan. I appreciate you. Oh, let me address also, because this is a very, very valid concern, I feel. Waifu Body Pillow was saying it before, and she might be gone by now, but she said, she was saying, oh, just after I waited for the memberships to renew. That was not at all part of this. The timing, yes, I could see where you would think that, and it looks suspicious, I guess. But why would I do that? I mean, you could view it that way if it was like a cash grab sort of thing, but I've never been about a cash grab, because why the fuck would I care about, let's say I got 2,000 members. I believe that's around where my channel has right now, 2,000 members. And let's say all of them literally renewed yesterday, and that would be $4,000. Why the fuck would I endanger everything for $4,000? Which is so little in the grand scheme of things. Yes, it's significant money, but not money that I'm going to fucking fuck over people for. Are you kidding? My reputation and my word is worth a hell of a lot more than $4,000. Let me just read what you guys are saying. Thank you, Sparkles S, for believing in me. Tuna needs a shower. I agree. Do I miss Tina deep down? Listen, there's a part of me, there's always a part of me who misses everyone, right? But I also fucking can't stand Tina. So there's that. FBI director says, I will see how it goes. I'm leery, though. I really, really, really hate Daniel Keem, and Michael has done a lot of things that have isolated him from the AGP supporters, myself included. Fair point. Fair point. And luckily, I'm not going to be working with Keem. I'm going to be working with Mike. I understand that Mike is very radioactive right now and does not seem on the surface to be like the best person for me to partner with. I understand. However, if we, again, putting emotions aside and just thinking of building a network aside, does it really make sense that I continue building over here while Mike is building over there? And we both work so well together. We both work so well together, and everything could be elevated by us working together again. So personal beliefs aside, everything, I'm trying to reposition this through the lens of the entertainment you guys are going to get, because at the end of the day, that's what you're on here for, right? Thank you, Alex is great. All right, I keep saying I'm going to shut up and read your comments. I'm actually shutting up for a minute and reading your comments. Thank you, Dark Dragon King. Your membership just expired. Exactly, Kaiza or Kaitza. I don't know how to say your name. For a lot of people, this wasn't just when it renewed. For a lot of people, they hadn't even become members yet a month ago from now. So there really was no perfect timing. Not like I even had a chance to take that into consideration. I just knew the idea that I had with Mike today, and I was like, fuck it, let's get some excitement going. I saw all the hype that Keem was building up yesterday with that B circuit going on over there, and I was like, fuck it. I want a piece of that hype. We want a piece of that hype. We want a piece of that excitement. And then who knows what tomorrow brings? I have not thought that far ahead yet. Girth Brooks, member for 1 month. Becky Gang, did you discuss that with Savage? She is going live. I have not talked to her in hours at this point, so I didn't even know she was going live. I thought she was taking the night off, but she's probably got a lot of processing to do right now, and maybe she's doing that on her channel with her people, just like I am here, you know? I would love to give Zoe her own channel. I was not Southern OG Redneck. I swear to God. Swear to God. We were not in cahoots. You wanted Haunted Pog said, I wanted tarot card Becky, not script. Mike Hernia gargling Becky. Who says I'm doing any scripts when I go back? Things are going to be very different when I go back there. If that's the way things go, it's not going to be like it was before. That's the difference. One of the big differences between me and Tina from the beginning, where people like Tina never evolved. I'm constantly evolving. So now I've learned all these skills that are so much more useful. And I've proven to Mike that while I enjoy his creative direction, I love his ideas, I also don't need them. I've proven I could do them on my own. So Mike is willing to give me full creative control over the show I do over there, or shows, because I do have the option to bring people over with me. Everyone who I did for tryouts over here, any of my talent from over here, any of my viewers from over here can all come with me. Yes, skills, the skills of running a network and the people management and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see, all the business skills. At what price? There is a price to everything, right? There's a price for everything. And neither future is certain, right? If I go back there, maybe it'll be hell. If I stay here, maybe that'll be its own kind of hell. I might be doing what I love over here, but that there's no guarantee that anything lasts. All I could do is make the best decisions I can day after day. Neglected Tipples, thank you for your support. Mike just said you two have been talking about this for 2 days. You quit 3 times, then said you'll do it, not just thrown together an hour before. You guys aren't understanding. I've been talking to them in that group chat for a long time. We kind of re-engaged in that group chat. It had been sitting dormant for a while, but I've always had that line of communication with them open. And that line of communication blew back open the day I called Keem fat and I said it looked like he gained 40 pounds. And he got really pissed and started messaging me really angry. But then that got me and Mike talking again more. So we've been talking for a bit, trying to see, is there a way we could work anything out? But I had no idea about them creating 2 separate networks, and I was still with Roxy not that long ago. One of the main reasons that you guys could know and should know that there's no way this has been in the works the entire time is there was no fucking way I could have ever even considered partnering with Mike while Roxy was here. There's no way. That would have been the ultimate betrayal to her. She has a lot of negative feelings towards Mike. This could have never even been considered. So when Mike and me talked last week, for example, and we were thinking, like, just talking and seeing, like, I would ask him questions like, why is he still over there? We had some talks and it was like, man, if only there was a way we could figure out something. But there was nothing to be figured out. There was nothing because Roxy was still here. With Roxy gone, and this is why I say those people like The Truth and everyone who spurred on the fighting between me and Roxy, you guys literally caused this to happen. You literally caused it to happen. Literally caused it to happen. Because with Roxy gone and with you guys making us fucking hate each other because you divided us, all that did is make it make more sense for me to work with Mike now. Oh, that was Zoe. That was Zoe. Samantha, if you're saying she is in me, isn't truly not being truthful, or sorry, you said she is clearly not being truthful. That's your opinion and you're entitled to it. And part of the fun for everybody is getting to speculate on these things, right? So you're allowed to believe whatever you want. But I'm telling you my 100% truth. Why am I going to come here and lie to you guys? I've said it before. I've said this numerous times throughout the shows the past few weeks that I had done a reading for Roxy. And one of the things that stood out to me was that everything that is not stable will fall. Everything that is not stable will fall. Guess what? We lost a big part of our stability when Roxy was gone. Now, do I need her? No. Things might actually do better here without her. And that's true. But also, we have so many people and resources that we could play with working with Mike. Pretty Genius, I agree. I have not been watching the LCU myself anymore either for the most part, except for yesterday I tuned in when I saw everything that was going down. Andrea, no, I don't think my audience is stupid at all. I think that I trust in the process. I trust in the process. If people want to hate me for this, then they fucking hate me for it. If people want to call me a liar and everything else, they can be just as wrong as everybody who called me that the entire fucking time I was in the LCU. That's their life, their journey, their judgment to make, but I know I'm making the best possible decisions I can every fucking day, and not just for me, but for everybody, Yeah, Mike said Roxy was stupid many times. I don't know. As far as I know, it was mostly Keem saying that stuff, like the Roxy, the retard stuff. But I don't know. I haven't been watching over there much. Lady Lala says, I'll watch only Becky's show and the shows she creates on the LCU. I mean, that's a choice. You know, any shows that I manage would be completely within my creative control. Thank you, Nevada. We trust you, Becky, and love you. And those are the comments I'm looking for. And it's not because I'm looking for blind followers. I do want people, if I'm making mistakes, to call me out. I want that for sure. I don't like being surrounded by yes men. That's also why I'm sitting here right now, reading all the comments, even though I'd rather be in bed. Waifu says, so we get the old Becky now that was forced to sweep and lie and cover up for all the for all the lies the LCU tells. Yay, no, that is not true, and I will not do that. Because like I said, I'm not working with Keem. I'm working with Mike. There's a very big difference. If any of this hinged on working with Keem, this conversation would have never gotten this far. Javi says 80% of your chat is calling you out, you retard? Yeah, Javi, you're a real fan calling me a retard, right? You can piss off. Goodbye. Try not calling me a retard if you don't want to be hidden on the fucking channel. This is not the LCU, and I don't like being called a retard over here. Thank you. Fuck off. Well, Tina is a yes man. Let's be for fucking real, at least in my opinion. Am I keeping the Queen Supreme name, or are you putting lol cow in front of it? Like I said, I still don't know what's happening, guys. I still don't know. I don't know what's going to happen between tonight and tomorrow. If I go over there, will Queen Supreme go over there? No, I don't think so. If nothing else, because it's my IP. That show is my IP. And it was a parody of the original Queens that was from over there. And does it make sense to have both those shows together? Probably not. Tina can keep her Queen's title. I don't need it. I never have. I know who I am without a title. Pepper Juice, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you're referring to because the chat's a little behind. Except this is the LCU and has been the entire time. See, that's exactly it, Lena. It has not been. But all I could really do is I could say that one more time, or I could keep repeating it for the whole stream, whatever. But I don't care to try to convince you about that. It doesn't fucking matter, because I don't care about people's approval with this. I care about putting out the best possible show I can do every fucking day. Every day. The Dreadheaded Oreo, thank you so much for $10, saying, so drama aside, do you still play video games? Can we play Split Fiction? If you don't have it, I got you. I haven't heard of that game. I don't have it. I'm down to play games, but I've been so busy lately, there's been no time. I'm going to sound like Keem when I say this, but literally from the moment I wake up till the moment I sleep, and even in my dreams, I've been living, eating, and breathing this network. Yes, please don't spam, guys. You're welcome to put an L or whatever if you don't agree, but no spamming it, okay? I don't know what Savage is going to do, Southern, because it's not only just like Joe won't let her or whatever. That, I mean, that's her, but I don't want to put that on Joe either. Like, me, I don't know. I guess she could. But I think she could decide what she wants to do on her own, you know? Pepper Juice, you're just all right. I'm not going to respond to you anymore, Pepper Juice. You're allowed to say whatever you want in the chat. You've always been a rabble rouser. Say whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. Okay, Southern, it's fine if you leave the Discord. That's okay. Mike just said he quit. Jesus, please stop spamming. All right, you're getting timed out. All that spamming is going to do is make you get timed out, and then nobody hears what you have to say. So don't spam, please. Like I said, L's are welcome. Don't spam them. It's up to Savage what she's going to want to do. I'm not just going to leave her behind. You know, this is not a decision I made lightly. Even with just deciding to do it at 5 p.m. today, I just decided to shit or get off the pot. But everyone I promised I would take care of, and everyone who has believed in me, and I don't mean the chat in particular, I mean the hosts, the people whose livelihoods like depend on me, I'll make sure everyone is taken care of. Gord Hadrell says the drama is beautiful. I think I agree. I agree. I don't like the toxic drama bullshit. That's not for me. That's not for me. And as far as I know, on our network, I don't know if they've talked about this. Maybe this is some tea. I don't know. But from my conversations with Michael, there shouldn't be infighting on the B circuit. So there might be fighting between circuits. That's probably going to happen because that's why Keem wanted to create them in the first place, right? But hopefully all the hosts on the same circuit will be able to get along together. I believe that's the plan. The Dreadheaded Oreo gave $2 to say no problem. You've always been a busy person, busier than ever lately. Thank you. It's true. I always work to my capacity, whatever that level is at. Okay, I gave my feeder away for you. I will never believe in you again and never give you a dime. You never have given me a dime anyway, so why do I care? Why do I care? Here's the thing, guys. Do I appreciate money? Obviously, of course. You guys made this stream possible for me. But I'm also not going to change my entire fucking life because some gray name in chat says, I'm never going to give you another penny. Guess what? If you are good at what you do, the dollars aren't scarce. They will always come. I have never done anything in life that I have failed at yet if I wanted it bad enough. Because if you want it bad enough, you just don't accept failure as an option. And again, like I said, if this somehow fails, come right back here. Or any other channel, because it doesn't matter where I land. It doesn't matter where I land. I'm Becky fucking Boop. I'm Becky fucking Boop. People can search my name at any time and find me anywhere. It's very entertaining, though. Agreed. LCU won in the end. I don't think that's what it's about, Reaper. Because even when I created this network, it was fun to compete with the LCU, but we never went to full out war with them. I didn't create this just to take Keem down. So they're not winning anything. Now they won if I agree to go back there and stay there. Fuck yeah, they're fucking winning because they've got me. And anyone whose team I'm on is going to win. Period. Captain Pete, green name here. When does this all happen? Because people did freshly sub to you. And if this goes away, it's not great. So this all happened at 5 p.m. today. 5 p.m. And not even 5 p.m. I think it was like 5:16 or some shits. Like very, 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 very recent where it was like, shit, gotta go, gotta plan gotta go, gotta run with it. That's why that show was what it was. You saw how it turned out. Did it look like me and Mike had a whole show planned? You know what Mike's shows look like when they're planned. Did it look like we had that all planned for weeks, or that's been in the making for over a month now? Absolutely not. That just happened. It was fresh off the presses. Dizzy, thank you for being a member for 1 month of Becky Gang. Appreciate you. And it looks like you just renewed, which is also very appreciated. Thank you. Banzito, what about the money? Is it still 25-25 and the rest for the new hosts? Like I said, I believe so. I don't know for sure, but what I know is the difference is with me and Mike are on the same level with this. So in the past, Mike's percentage that he got came out of Keem's pocket, out of his half of the split. But now what I get will come out of Mike's half of the split rather than coming out of the talent half of the split. You see what I'm saying? Will I be solo or be with another host? Most likely with another host. If I have my way, I would be there with Savage. But I would also always and utterly respect if Savage didn't want to come, because that's the kind of person I am, If I trust the process, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. And if it's not, it won't happen, or it just won't happen for right now. What do you want me to explain more, Kayla? I feel like I've said the same thing 20 times, but I know there's always people coming and going. Actually, you know what? I am curious because I'm seeing different names than usual and everything. Yeah, you could always charge back. So YouTube creators, I don't have the ability to refund you. There is no refund button. And if I ever choose to refund anyone privately, I lose a shit ton of money doing that. Not that it matters if it's a $2 membership. Oh, let me turn my TTS on. I don't even have it on. I don't even have it on this scene collection. All right, I'm just going to be without it today. Lizzie gave $20 to say, Rasov just made fun of you for getting kicked off your own Reddit. Got kicked off. I don't even know what that means. Off what Reddit? I have a Becky Boop Show Reddit. Am I kicked off of there? I don't know. Let me see. And I told him you at least had your own Reddit. He said he didn't want his own because Reddit, and called it a cesspool. Sounds like a Keem thinking point. Wow, Rasov. Reddit can be a cesspool. It can be an utter cesspool. And the LolCow Live subreddit always has kind of been a cesspool. The Queens Reddit, the LolCow Queens subreddit when I was there was not a cesspool. We made it pretty fucking awesome. And the Becky Boop Show subreddit, fucking amazing. And that's because of people like Twisted SMF, Aphrodite Speaks, and all the people who've poured their hearts and souls into it, which also, by the way, is why I would never be making a decision like this, guys, if I thought it would be betraying you. I'm doing it because I know you guys are going to love what's going to come. Becky, how do I have this conversation with you? Because I have opinions on this. Keem kisses me off. Keem pisses me off. Okay, you could have the conversation with me right here. We could DM on Discord. I will still be in my Discord this evening. I'll try to be, or at least tomorrow or something. I don't know. At some point, I gotta sleep. At some point, I gotta sleep because, like, literally, as much you guys don't know, like, regardless of how I feel about Keem, after having done everything I've done now, I have so much more respect for him in terms of just how extremely hard it is to pull stuff like this off. So I do have a respect for him. And if I could build the B network with Mike, I think that makes sense. And Keem does his own thing and me and Mike do our own thing. What happened to Reddit? Everyone was kicked? Wow, everyone met? I don't know. Let me, I'll go check out my subreddit. Hang on. Let's see. Here, I'll just look at it with you guys. So you guys aren't just watching. Oh, wait, here. So you can see. Let me go to my subreddit. Where am I? Oh, right up here. Oh, yeah, the image is gone. Yeah, Twisted kicked all the mods, it looks like. Well, you know, that's up to Twisted. He was in charge of this subreddit. So if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. I haven't had a chance to speak to Twisted at all tonight. So I have no idea. Let's take a look at what's on here, though. We could get an idea of the opinions. I'm completely disappointed. Scam. I'm out of here. Smells like a shitty scam. Okay. I never really saw them participate here before, but all right. You're all idiots if you can't tell it's scripted. Becky betrayed everybody. Why are you all so surprised? It's been pretty obvious the entire time. That's also not true. Also, fuck the LCU. Keem was in on this the whole time. Not true. Auto mod has been removed. Vent away, you all. Say how you feel. You know they are watching. So that's probably what Twisted did. He's just letting it be an open forum for right now, which I don't blame him, because as a mod, this has got to be insanely fucking overwhelming. And Twisted has no idea what's going on. I haven't even had a chance to talk to Twisted yet. So I'm sure whatever's going on here, Twisted has been incredible and done such amazing work. He's doing what he thinks is best, and I trust him in doing so. The same way that I trust my mod Cece, my head mod of the Discord, I trust her in everything she does too. The Reddit hates me now. No, there might be posts like this for right now, and that's fine, but they have no idea what's coming. Marijuana gave $10 to say, I wholeheartedly believe you. Always have and always will. I would follow you anywhere as long as you stay being who you are. I trust you completely and know you are giving your all for us all. That's very nice. Thank you. Well, Nerdy by Spicy, I understand, because how the hell is he supposed to do a good job modding if he doesn't know what's going on, right? Oh, let me make myself on the screen again. How is he supposed to do a good job modding if he doesn't know what's going on? And he couldn't know what was going on because it would have ruined the surprise today. So temporarily, the Reddit, I guess, is like on hiatus until I got to talk to Twisted. And that's probably why he removed all other mods, because nobody over there knows what's going on. So it just is what it is for right now. Anna G says, I'm not too mad. I work hard for my money and I just paid the $10 to stay in the Discord. So I'm just bummed. I don't make much money. Well, guys, if there are circumstances like that, I can try to refund you guys if I can. It's just very hard for me to do that. It's much better to do a chargeback through your card company, because I still have to pay Roxy. I still have to pay Savage. I still have to pay all the people, right? So even if I refund you, it still counts for them as if that membership came through. I can't just take that money away from them. So it's very hard on me to do that. But I'll do what I can to try to make things right for you guys. But I'm telling you, what I'm doing is making things right. It's the right decision. It is the right decision. Waifu body pillow. Let me just tell you guys right now, 0% of the heat of any of this should be on Cece. She has worked tirelessly. She's put in the hours of working a full-time job on that Discord. She doesn't know what's going on. That's why she wasn't on there. She knows a little bit more than some people, but not everything. No one can except for me, unfortunately. So, but CC promoting those memberships, it has nothing to do with anything like this. And come on, guys, can we be for real? It's not that I don't value certain things with you guys, but $2 is not enough to be worth it for me to try to scam from anybody. And it's not worth it for anybody to be in an uproar over. It's not. Do a chargeback with your company if it's that big of a deal. Just do the chargeback. Do the chargeback. I don't know what else I could tell you. If any of this had been planned, why would I have been promoting memberships all this time? I would have been promoting just super chats. So there would be no backlash. In fact, that should be a good way you guys know this wasn't planned. Why would I purposely want to leave a bunch of people upset that they just spent money? Why? On what planet? If I could, if this was like Patreon where there was a refund button and I could just hit refund, I would for the people who are most disgruntled, but I can't. I don't have that option. And I think for most people, they'll understand you're more than getting your money's worth. I'm not going anywhere. You still have me, no matter which channel it's on. It's still me. You still got the Becky Boop you're supporting. You're still getting the Savage you're supporting. You're still getting the Roxy that you did support back when you paid a membership when she was here. Because that's another one. You could be like, well, with Roxy, why did I get rid of her when memberships might have renewed? I don't even know if they renewed then. I don't fucking know. I can't control time. I'm not God. I can't control it. I haven't fulfilled what's been given. Look at the list of perks that are offered. And I fulfilled every single one. Every single one. Did I fulfill it for an entire month? I don't know. I don't even know. Does this stay around for another month? Does it not? A lot of people are acting way too fucking soon. They are. Sammy, I have no idea, because what will likely happen is if I work over there, then there's no reason for me to be over here. So I don't know. I don't know. Young low tier God says many people got hurt badly, but I didn't because the jiggle stays on her. And the LCU also getting mad over $2 is crazy. That's what I mean. Like, can we be for real? This is not like, listen, any dollar fucking counts, right? I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but first of all, a lot of people are on gifted memberships, okay? And we can track who those people are. A lot of people are on gifteds, so it wasn't even their money to begin with. If anything, the only people who would really have that big of a leg to stay on with the gifteds are the amazing people who gifted dozens, hundreds. You know, those people, if they came to me, I'd be like, okay, let me see how I could make this right for you. You know what I mean? Brian, I think I read it. Let me just double check. Oh, I didn't read it. I'm so sorry. Brian gave $10 to say, hello, beautiful Becky. Are you still going to stream here? Because I love and support you. I sort of answered that, though. So, all right, I'm going to be quiet for a minute and read you guys. I'm exhausted because even though I knew that this would be the best choice to make, that doesn't mean I didn't cry over making it, because I was very scared of losing you guys until I had to remember that I can't be scared of that. I can't just exist just to pander to people. A lot of people don't know what they want. They find out once they see it. So I was very scared over the people I might lose. I was very scared over Mary. I don't want to cry over any of this. I was very scared of that stuff. But I also knew that my intentions are pure. God knows what I'm doing and knows that I'm not fucking around anybody. And the people, I have always said from the beginning, the people who are meant to be here or are meant to be with me will be with me. And those who aren't won't be. That's it. Mary is a huge win because I care a lot about Mary. She's been so very supportive and she's been whipped around in so many fucking directions. What I care the most about is I don't like people feeling like they've been played, because that's not who I am and that's not what I do. But also, remember, in the name of entertainment, there were times I had to do things when I was in the LCU, not over here, but in the LCU, where I might have to do things that aren't always likable, but they're entertaining and they serve to further a narrative. And sometimes that's going to happen. It's just part of being an entertainer. It just comes with it. Yes, Goofy, I agree. Let me make my own decisions the same way I let you guys make your own decisions. If you guys say, you know what, fuck this, I'm done, fuck everything, then okay, I respect that decision, right? It's your life to live. If I no longer align with you, it sucks. I want to have you here. I hope you'll check back in on me one day. But if I'm no longer your entertainment or no longer somebody you want to support, then that's okay. I'm going to lose supporters and make new supporters all the time. All the time. It's always going to be happening. Oh, yeah. Just to, I wanted to address that with Cece again. None of this is on her. Okay, guys? So please don't take it out on her. I know you guys were in the Discord and had a lot of questions. She works so fucking hard. And I could tell you right now, the last thing in the entire motherfucking world Cece would want is for me to make this choice. It's certainly not like she's in on it with me. She hates Keem and wants me nowhere near him. And that's why, first of all, I'm not with him. I'm with Mike. But second of all, don't give her any hate. Don't give her any hate. She doesn't deserve any of it. None of my mods do. None of this is on any of my mods or any of excuse me, or on any of the other hosts. It is 100% squarely on me, okay? Missile Kaboom, I already addressed that the best I could. There's never a good time to make a change like this. There's never a good time. If I did it halfway through the month, people would be like, I only got half of my memberships, and people renew at different times. I can't, all I could do is make the best decisions I can. Mary, thank you for $50. Don't make me cry. I'm really trying not to cry. I don't want to cry. Because this is not a time for me to fucking cry. I just appreciate that very much, Mary. Mary gave 50 to say, Becky, you were there for me when the Queens thing happened. I'm here for you. That's exactly it. I'm still here for you guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still right here. Still right here. Flopsy said, are you worried this burned bridges with some of the other hosts of the BBU? Possibly. It could. It's definitely possible. But I also don't think that's very likely, because I think for the hosts of the BBU, they came here because they believed in me, unless they were just opportunists. Like Roxy, I'm sorry to say, let people get in her ear too much. And the same way that my chat's trying to get in my ear right now is the same way that people got in Roxy's ear and ruined her opportunity for her. And now Roxy is just a lost soul out there on her own channel. She got no protection. She got no protection from anybody. The audience got in her ear and fucked up her life, her chance with this. I don't want to say fucked up her life. That sounds terrible. Fucked up her online life and the opportunity that she had. And I'm not going to let the audience do the same thing to me. I'm a smart person and I can make my own decisions, and I will always make the best, most entertaining decisions I can. Dawn C, fuck off. Do not attack Mary. You're fucked. Goodbye. Goodbye. The chat's moving too fast for me to get rid of you, but I'll fucking do it. Hang on. Hidden. Fuck off. Thank you. That too, Waifu. It's not just the chat. It's the chat. It's certain specific people who got in her ear, and her sisters as well, in my opinion. I think her sisters saw that she could make a lot of money. They realized the money was there. And once they realized that she could make the money not with Keem, but with me, and she didn't have to suffer so much, they thought, oh, they could be her network and they'll do okay over there. And that's all they need. It's not all they need. They have no idea about all the behind the scenes stuff that goes on. It's one of the reasons it was always so insulting when people were like, oh, Roxy's doing all the work. No, she's not. She was my on-air talent right-hand person. She was not doing all the work behind the scenes. You can bet that. That was me and a few people I relied on. Thank you, Robust American Style. Oh, no, my nose is itching. God. St. Elmo's Fire, I'm not sure who you're referring to. Has her channel, a job, a nice apartment, and a new hamster. Please, I don't know who you're talking about. Please clarify this to the LCU. I don't know. Well, I'll be honest. I got to tell you, had Roxy stayed here, like I said, there's no way any of this other stuff would have happened. So to all the people who got in her ear about it, all I could say to them is, I hope you're fucking proud of yourselves. That's her sisters, because now I'm not there to protect Roxy anymore. And I was protecting her. And I'm not there to do that anymore. So now she's on her own. And those people can live with their guilty consciences over it. My conscience is clear. Thank you, Brian Baker, for the $5. Appreciate you guys. Actually, not that it really matters. Obviously, this is not a goal-driven stream. I'm just here to try to be here for you guys and with you guys. But $200 tonight, I wasn't expecting to make a single dollar. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate that. Modern major idiot, sometimes blaming others is the fucking truth. Sometimes that's the fucking truth, and it is what it is. Oh, shut up, deplorable chicken hen. Shame on you. You did nothing but sit on your butt and you fired her. Listen, the only reason I'm not hiding you right now is because I hope that you weren't stupid enough to mean that seriously. And I hope that's sarcasm. I hope that's sarcasm because all Roxy did was be a clown on a camera. And even then, like when she did the carnival stream, I was very proud of her, but she wasn't making enough money to live and support herself for that. You know who had to raise the money that stream? I did. You know who had to be the big bad guy asking for money from the stream? I did. While she gets to play victim and it looks like she's doing everything, but really the only reason she can do all of that is because she's making the money that I was helping her make. Period. End of story. It was a joint venture, and I could say for the first week Roxy was here, she was great. After that, she was checked out. Her head was out of the game, and she was letting me down every single day. She wasn't doing her part. It's that simple. Her part was to come over here and be the idea person. She gave ideas for about a week. After that, all the best ideas were used on her and her sisters, not over here. T-Mac says, Becky is an evil, manipulative genius. LOL. Well, thank you. I wish I could take credit for that. Maybe I should. I fucking should. Roxy was great. She always enjoyed the IRL. I agree, and I wish things had been different. I really do, because like I said, literally none of this would have happened had Roxy been a stronger link, and that's not blaming her. It's just saying. It's just saying it is the truth. I would have never even been able to have these conversations with Mike if Roxy was still here. How about this, guys? Like Anna, because I see you're responding to Mary saying about the Discord. I don't know what's going to happen with the Discord. I don't know. What I think will matter is if I go over there, that maybe we have a B circuit Discord where you guys can all feel comfortable being, because I do agree that's a very important thing. And it's part of my creative vision that you guys can enjoy being part of a Discord. But it's just too far ahead into the future for me to give a solid answer on right now. Thank you, Raquel. I appreciate that so much. Paige, are you referring to the chat in here now, or are you talking about the Discord? Because a bunch of people got booted off the Discord for rabble rousing is what I would call it. They have all these concerns. They demand answers from the mods, and then they don't let things go, and they cause a lot of discord in the Discord. And anyone who's going to cause too much trouble is going to end up getting banned. Because if I had to pay for the amount of people, the amount of mods it would take to properly moderate that Discord so that they could address everyone's individual questions without having to ban, that Discord would have cost a hell of a lot more than $2. It would have cost a hell of a lot more than $10. Even the LCU didn't do things like that for you guys. So why were you expecting me, the smallest fucking network just starting, to be able to provide that level of service for you? All I could do was give you a place that you guys could hang. No, talking about chat? Okay, Paige, then I don't know. I'll try to keep an eye on your name as it's scrolling across the screen. Oh, look who it is, the truth. No, I'm not going to only blame Roxy. I'm going to mostly blame you, bitch. I'm going to blame you, fucking truth cunt. Are you happy for all the people who says LCU won? You could thank that truth bitch right fucking there in the chat. Go ahead and thank her. Because she's the one who got in Roxy's fucking ear along with her sisters. And she's the one who was giving me fucking hell, saying, you've been working with Mike. And she got other people who were good supporters like Bolo and fucking got them to turn. Telling everybody I'm full of doxers and shit. What fucking doxers do I have in my Discord, lady? What fucking doxers, and where's the motherfucking proof? There is none, because I would never house doxers in my fucking Discord. Why the fuck would I? Why the fuck would I? Stupid. God, complete fucking moron. I hope you're happy, because once Roxy is gone, because that's what's going to happen, she's going to end up like a Grace and a Lynx and every other woman who's left the LCU. That's where her future is. And truth, you fucking helped walk her right to it. I hope you're proud of yourself. Just because your ego is so big that even though you don't know the fucking truth, you want to act like you do. You know, the only person in this entire fucking room who knows the truth here, it's not the person who's named the truth. It's me. It's me. I'm trying to scroll up for what Pepper Juice was saying about somebody being doxxed. I didn't get to see the original comment. No truth, you fucking idiot. Think Gemini did not dox Italian stallion. You need to look up the definition of the word doxed, okay? And as somebody who has been doxed and has received death threats and everything else, fuck you for cheapening the meaning of that word. All right? Italian stallion had his own full name, on his Discord profile. He doxed himself, moron. He doxed himself. And all Gemini did was show a picture of him on a stream. That is not doxing. Missile Kaboom, after tonight, I do think I'll be happy and carefree and not stress the hell out. But here's the thing, guys. The entire time I've been doing the BBU, I've been extremely stressed. Extremely stressed. It's been good stress, don't get me wrong. It's the best kind of stress there is in life, to be running your own business and living your dream. It was good stress, but it was still stress. The day I took a 4-day weekend, all of a sudden I stopped puking multiple times a day. It was the stress pushing me over the edge. My medications too, but the stress made it worse. No matter which option I choose, there's stress. So that's never going to go away. But I think I could have more of an impact and a bigger impact working with Mike than I can alone. If nothing else, it doubles my footprint automatically, right? It doubles the amount of people I could reach and impact automatically. And once again, the right people will see me for who I am. Super Cameron says, to be honest, I don't mind you being back in the LCU, as it has been missing the piece of the puzzle, aka you. Thank you. So I'm fine with it. The only thing I hope is we have a bit more of a calmer, chill version of you. Well, yes, guys, that will be the case. But you'll also get back those amazing crash outs, I'm sure. So you're going to get a bit of everything, just like you always did. But I'm not working under Keem. I don't have to respond to Keem. I don't have to do anything that Keem wants because I'm working with Michael, not with Keem. So... And like I said, working with Mike, I'm not following his show notes. I'm doing my own thing, especially if Savage comes with me. Now, if I have to work with somebody else from the LCU, then I have no promises. I mean, I could have full creative control, but maybe I prefer working with Mike's show notes. I don't know. But especially if it's me and Savage, excuse me, you will basically got what you got over here, except better. And do you know why it's better? And do you know the best part about this for you guys? Is I have spent so much time behind the scenes on business stuff that I don't get to put my all into the show. But when I go back to just being an employee, then I could go back to putting my all into a show. And in the past with the LCU, I still wasn't able to put in my all because there was so much drama and fighting and you had to be constantly watching your back. Not for me anymore, and not for Savage if she comes with me, because I'm not on that level anymore. I'm not on that level anymore. If I do this with Mike, we are co-owners of that circuit. I don't know if it's owner or whatever, but we are responsible for the creative vision of that circuit together. I'm not just another host anymore. I'm at Mike's level. So I would actually be a part of shaping a big part of the LCU and maybe making it a place that people enjoy more. Keep the BBU. Gizmo, this is never going anywhere. This channel's staying here. Cece says, why put me through the past 24 hours talking you out of this if you just do it anyway? Because Cece, all I can do is I can weigh every side. I can think about it the most possible. And then all I could do is make what I think is the best decision ultimately for me. And that's not to say I'm selfish or don't care about others. It is my life. And at the end of the day, I have to make the decision that I think will be the best. And that's all I could do. And you've been a major part of me making that decision. I have heard everything you have to say. And like I said, I still don't know that I'm going to be there. I don't know if I'm going to be there tomorrow or here tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still making up my mind. You know, still making up my mind. But it was very, very important to me. Okay, Mary, have fun over with Savage. It was very, very important to me that I did talk to you guys and hear your thoughts and hear your feedback, because even if we don't agree, I do respect you guys enough that I listen and I do watch and pay attention. Doesn't mean I'll agree, but I watch and I listen. Pirate says, why, Beck? Is Sav coming back after what she did to Twiggy? Me and Savage are still completely cool at this point. I don't know what's going on in her live. Like I said, I have not gotten to talk to her. So I really wish I had before coming live on here, but Cece let me know and other people let me know. Even my mom who watches this network let me know, hey, you should probably hop on there and go live, even if you're exhausted, and spend time with people. And so I am, even though I don't have all the answers. GFN says, Becky, I'm sorry I'm late. I just joined. Our memberships on your channel, the money and donations go to you, right? Yes, 100%. So especially for tonight, I'm streaming this as the Becky show. 100% of any donations come to me, of any money comes to me. On the shows I was doing with Savage, that was a 50-50 split. You know, no money from here has ever gone to Michael or Keem. Ever. Just so you guys know that. Symmetrical, what happened was I did a one-day cross collaboration with the LCU, but that opened my eyes to a lot of possibilities. I did that collaboration today. If you go check out the Lol Cow Cafe channel, you could see how it all went down. And I thought the content for today's show that Mike and I had talked about, I thought it was such a good plan that if nothing else, I had to do it for at least a day. And see what came out of it. And I think that even there, guys, there's a chance that even if I stay over here, I will do cross promos like that, cross collaborations. Why not? This is business. Why wouldn't I? That's part of what makes me different than just the other hosts. I do have a business mind. Not to say that they don't, but just saying that is primarily the lens through which I view things. Release the flies. Oh my God. I have caught 4 flies on a strip of fly tape. There's still some more going around, but I think they're almost gone. Well, shits, I'm sorry you're disappointed. I would ask, did you watch the show over there? Were you entertained? And if not, will you be entertained as the days come, as things keep unraveling? I think the people who dislike this tonight might come around tomorrow and in the next few days. I think so, because you're going to see that I'm not changing. I'm still me. And the ones that don't come, it just is what it is. It's sad, but that's like Roxy. It is what it is. If we part ways because our paths no longer align, then that's the case. Nick is regenerating. Yes, none of this is anything personal. It's just business. Now, the stuff that was personal and more than just business, that's Savage, Gemini, Roxy when she was here, all the hosts that I've talked about bringing on, all of those people, if I go over there, will be taken care of 100%. I'll make sure I do right by them, whatever that takes. But yes, it's exactly what Sir Joseph Pesci said. It's time to win. And what I have said over and over and over is, and I said this to Roxy a lot, because Roxy, I think, is the kind, you guys can tell, she wanted to help everybody, right? She's got her flaws, but I still believe she's got a good heart and she wanted to help everybody. She's just too suggestible and lets people who shouldn't get in her ear get in her ear. But, oh, shit. The thought just went right out of my head because I'm so fucking tired. trying to say about how I'm taking care of them. Oh yeah, even Roxy, like I'm going to pay her early before she's even fucking due, because that's going to be what makes her life better. So even if she streams about me and talks shit about me and makes my life miserable, financially, she's still taken care of. This is what I was going to say. I told Roxy all the time, she wants to help people, but I would tell her she's got to help herself first, because you can't pour into others out of an empty cup. You could, but you can't help them very much. But if your cup is full, and not only so full, but it's overflowing, then you can help people out of your excess, and then everybody wins. So what I'm doing here right now is I have to make the best strategic decision, the best decision I can, to make sure that my cup is not only full, but overflowing, so that I could pour right back into you guys. You know, and I don't even know, like with the stuff that happened with Roxy, did Kim get in her ear? I have no fucking clue. I don't know. All I know is that unfortunately she lost her way through all of this, and it's very sad for her. But I can make sure that no matter what I do for the people who support me, you're going to get good shit. And I'm always going to do what it takes to make sure we have the resources, we have the reach, everything to bring you guys the best. And that's all. So... Bros before gnomes, forgive Roxy. I mean, Roxy let me down in other ways, unfortunately. She let me down in other ways. It was Lol Cow Cafe symmetrical. Lol Cow Cafe. Floggle, how about I go to the LCU and give the BBN to Thick Gemini? Well, as people were saying, Mike was interested in buying it out. We just haven't like officially sealed that deal yet. So I don't know. I don't know. But certainly if I go over there and Gemini doesn't, then you have your person to stay with over here. That would be Gemini, and you still have Savage. If she doesn't come over, then you still have Savage. And that's exactly where you guys should go. And all the people who hate Keem and are never going to go back over there, then stay with Savage if she stays here, and Gemini if he stays here. You know what I mean? But I think, honestly, if I go over there, everybody's going to come over there, because it's going to be explosive, and not script explosive, not fake shit explosive, but the real deal, while I have the power to remove myself from situations that they're too stressful, which I never had before. Because Keem doesn't really get mental health, but Mike does. Mike does. And so I can work with Mike in that regard. I'm going to run a poll, guys. I'm going to run a poll and see what you guys are thinking of this. It's not going to change my decision, but I do like to see. I think it's always good to have more data rather than less. Just like I got to go to the LCU today and see how they reacted. I would like to know your guys' insight. Do you support Becky going to the LCU? Question mark. Just answer honestly, guys. It's anonymous. So you can all give your answers, and I'm here to see them. It's not Keem, it's Mike. He is vile. I was a fan. He's horrible. So there's definitely, now that is a real risk for me, right? Mike is like radioactive, crazy, super toxic right now. Believe me, I thought of that. Believe me, I thought of it. And I wouldn't have considered this if it weren't for the fact that his charges are getting dropped, and that I've talked to Bridget. Like I said, if for any reason that doesn't happen, then all of this is off. If his charges aren't dropped tomorrow, they will be. But if they're not, I'm not going to stay over there. It's that simple. Thank you, Secret Rival. That's actually good to see. There's a lot of people like you still in the LCU. There's a lot of people who just troll me. And that's honestly their fucking therapy, and I'm okay with it. I don't care. Whatever helps people escape from their daily lives. If it's yelling at me and writing pig, pig, pig in the chat, who the fuck cares? Let them. You know what I mean? Mike is in the Epstein files. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Chavea says he said he's buying out the BBU so Keem won't have any competition, and thought he's doing him a favor. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see. Like I said, I got to talk to Mike. Kermit Frug brings up a very good point. Battered women always try to drop charges. Judges aren't stupid, Mike. I hear that point completely, Kermit Frug. And I still have a hard time knowing how to articulate my answer for why I'm still willing to work with Mike. The truth is that none of us know what really happened between him and her that night. And only the courts are the ones who can decide it. That's my take on things. The rest of us will never know. We can guess, we could go with our feelings and our intuition and our gut. But I also know that he's been with her for how many years? And this has never come up before until right now. Nothing like this has ever come up as far as I know. I think if he was a woman beater, I hate even saying that word. I think if there was domestic violence, it would have come up sooner. That said, I'm not trying to upset anybody with that. This is a very sensitive topic. And this is exactly why I've said I'm not equipped to it. I'm not equipped for it. I'm not equipped to judge for it. I'm not a PR firm that knows how to respond appropriately. And I'm not equipped to determine what the truth is. All I could do is go with what the courts say. That's it. That's it. I've always said that. I've always said it. Sammy says, Becky, no hate on Mike or Bridget, but I'm sure everyone heard the 911 call, and then I'm sure everyone heard Bridget tell Keem she lied, basically. So wouldn't she get in trouble for lying if she did? Yes, she would. That's breaking the law. And she could have charges pressed against her for lying. But who's going to press those charges? I don't know. I don't know how all that works. And I don't know what is lies and what's truth. I just don't know any of it. That's why to me, I'm like, hands off. I don't know. I don't know. Kaisha, hi, Becky. Kermit Frug, if I was a viewer, the police call would have been enough for me too. If I was only a viewer. And it might still be enough. Like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not perfect. But I also, it just does not jive with the version of Mike I know. That said, I've made the point myself. Yo Mama made the point himself, and I repeated it because I thought it was a good point. Everyone said with OJ that everyone said he wasn't the kind of person who would do it, but then it turns out, like in the court of public opinion, everyone feels he did, you know? But I don't know. I can't judge it with Mike. I really can't. It's above my head. It's above my pay grade. It's above what I know how to deal with. We'll do a dollar train in just a minute. I think that's a great idea. I think I will wrap this up soon. And then actually before I do that, let me put in a redirect to Savage. I don't know what she's saying about me over there. Hopefully it's not bad, but I'll redirect to her. Add Savage Live Media. Yes. Okay. So I have the redirect in there for her. I'm definitely going to check her out when we end too. Didn't Keemstar slam Brantley to the ground after she took her head from his head doing that mud wrestling thing and nobody cared? Well, I don't know, Bandito. I did see that match. I watched it through Lebrowski, but that was just mud wrestling. So that's part of it, right? Like if they were mud wrestling each other. Super Cameron says, you know, something that would be interesting to see would be a stream show with you and Gidgy together and see what would happen when you have the new Becky and the OG Becky on the same stream. That would be interesting. And those are answers we'll never get to find out just being over here. Remember, guys, there's always the option. I think a lot of the people who came here and supported me, they hated seeing the way I was treated. They hated it, and that's a big part of why they left, and that's why they have the hate towards Keem and towards whoever. I'm not going to settle for that kind of treatment again. It's not going to happen. So you guys don't have to worry about that. If that sort of treatment did start happening again, I walk. It's that fucking simple. Just like that. Raquel says, please stay safe in the LCU. Don't want you getting hurt again, beautiful queen. I know. That's exactly why I'm not sure about going back still. That's why I still said I need to think about it and everything else, because I see the tremendous content potential. There's so much, guys. There's so much, and it's going to be so fucking good. And if only you heard the ideas that I heard from Mike, if only you fucking knew, and if only I could share them, you all would be like, not all. There's people who just don't support Mike or anyone who works with him no matter what, and same for Keem. But you would, I firmly believe you guys would be behind this. I do. And then if I'm wrong, I'm the one who has to pay the price, right? And then what happens? If I'm wrong somehow, what happens? I leave and I rebuild again? Then that's what I do, right? Gizmo, what does my mom think about this? Believe it or not, my mom and my dad, they do know the full particulars of what's coming down the road because I told them as I was trying to make my decision. And both of them, who you guys know, do not support Keem in any way, shape, or form. And they obviously have my best interest in mind. They both said that they hate to say it, but I should go for it. That is how big the stuff that's coming down the pipeline will be. What was the real meat and cheese of Queens? Oh, I was the real meat and cheese of Queens. It's boring now. I mean, I personally agree. I think they're working on rebuilding the show. Oh, wait, there was something else I wanted to say. I wanted to say, people have heard Keem's side of things, Bridget's side of things, everyone's opinion on everything. But you know who hasn't gotten to talk and publicly really give his opinion and really get to say his side and everything else? Mike. Mike hasn't had the chance to do that. And all I say is I think it's prudent and it's wise to wait to hear his side of things too. That's all. I've been able to hear it now. I've been able to hear it. M. Moncler says, if you go back, I will still not going to watch. That's okay. Secret Rival says you're good regardless, Becky. KBAC knows value and hate it or love it, but he's successful. And that's the other thing. I can separate a person and their work and their personal life. There's a lot of people like Steve Jobs. A lot of people know kind of shit as a human, shit to his kids as a father and all that stuff, but fucking brilliant and changed the world with the stuff he did. Would people have called him abusive and horrible to work with? Absolutely. But was he visionary? Yes. And it's hard to reconcile, and I'm not saying this is the case with Mike, but it's hard to reconcile that a person can be good and bad at the same fucking time, you know? Or that they can do such good things and such abhorrent things. Again, not saying that applies to Mike. I'm just saying in general. Life isn't easy. It's not black or white. I can separate until you financially support them. I'm not sure exactly what that means, Montclair. Mike has lied about so much, so how can we believe him? Well, that's the thing. If you consider everything that he's ever said as a lie, then who's to say, well, that's if you're saying everything. Do you really think every word that comes out of his mouth is a lie, or some of it is truth? Some of it is truth. Let's say he does lie a lot. I don't know, but let's say he does. Some of it is truth. Is it a script? Is it show notes? Is it just an idea he has that you can't? There's a reason why TV producers and other people like that are not this transparent with their audience, because their shows would not be entertaining if they had to be. Right? And what we're doing here is like network type production. It is YouTube and it's all authentic YouTube flavor, but it's still being run a bit more like a business than most YouTube channels are. And we're kind of caught in the crosshairs of, you know, we have to do what we have to do to bring the entertainment while trying to be transparent and open, but while not being able to share all the secrets. It's a very hard thing to navigate. And that's one of the reasons I said I have a lot more respect for Keem after having been in his shoes now. It's just not on his videos or LCU content. I don't know about that, Mr. J. Ramal. Savage says no to moving. Okay. I would understand that if that's her feeling. You know, I would never want her to go anywhere that she doesn't want to go. Okay. Savage and Gemini confirmed that they won't be returning to the LCU. So that means if I do go back, you guys get to follow me. You can stay with Savage and Gemini, or you could follow all of it. You know, it's up to you. I've never been the person who said people have to choose. Do I think Zoe would be a boss for LolCow Live? I know you would love that, Lee. Zoe works for nobody, including me. She only works for herself. Husky says, why can't Mike just come on a show in the BBU? LOL, why do you have to go back to the LCU for this? I don't have to. I don't have to. It's that I might choose to. But even if I don't, sure, maybe Mike can come here sometimes. I don't fucking know. I don't know. We have not thought that far ahead yet. And with iVixie, no matter what, she'll, like, if I don't stay here, she's going to be obviously paid for the work she did. And then it's just like, well, she could come over with me if she wants, or if she does it and continue to work under me there, no one else but me. She could do that, or she could choose to keep doing her own thing. And hopefully I have not had a chance to talk to her, and I wish I could have, but I couldn't because this had to be a surprise. But hopefully when I talk with her, I'm sure that she could be professional about it just like I can, you know? Jay says, I don't see a big deal. I don't see a big deal at all. I get it. I support you. I'm proud of you. Maybe it's because of what I do for work that I totally get it. You miss 100% of the chances you don't take. Trust me, guys, for those of you who care about me, trust when I say it's going to be so good. And I don't just mean the entertainment. I mean what's going to come for me, too. I will get my happy ending. All right. Any other questions, guys? If there's a Knight Rider, thank you for saying I have your support. You're not taking sides. I appreciate that. Just remember, guys, it's very hard, especially because my community was so small. It's very, very easy for the parasocial stuff to creep in, right? And I do, like, the people I'm very social with here, to me, I don't consider it parasocial. I actually fucking care about you guys. But also, that parasocial being too close to it, just make sure you remember at the end of the day, it's all shows. It's all shows. Okay, I will try to do a dono dance. I have the biggest headache in the world, but I'll try. I feel weird doing a dono dance, but you know what? You guys suggested it, so I'll do it. I'll do my dono trains, and then we'll redirect over to Savage, okay? Here we go. Wait, let me take a drink first. Mr. J. Ramal. I had not only a good thing going here, but the best thing going here. The absolute best. The absolute best. Which is why it was so hard making the decision I made. But there's something even better. There's something even better. Okay, matching PJs? Yes, these are my Walmart PJs. Okay, we're singing, dancing. Oof. I'm not wearing a bra, so I'm staying sitting for this today.
Donation train rolling through the nation. Hot mess express, but we still at the station. Money stacking tall like a skyscraper creation. Giving back, that's the vibe, no hesitation. Chugga chugga choo choo, cash on rotation.
Like, just because I'm over there, do you think this stuff stops? No way.
Every bill builds a foundation. Hot mess, but we're blessed, call it dedication. Bigger bags, that's the
Thank you guys for being here with me tonight.
Energy electric, sparking innovation. Throw it in the pot, start the celebration. All aboard, yeah, the rhythm don't stop.
Maybe I should stand up and dance. Let's see how bad I look. Nah, I'll stay sitting. Fuck it. I just kicked the can.
Every coin, every bill builds a foundation. Hot mess, but we're blessed, call it dedication.
Thank you, Dark.
Hustle game strong, pockets never complacent. Fuel in the cause, hearts adjacent. We loud, we proud like a bold proclamation. Donation train, changing lives, that's the vibration.
Thank you, Marijuana. Thank you for your support and believing in me, Marijuana. Appreciate you. I can still dance. I still love dancing. Doesn't matter if I don't get donos. Still love it. Mad Scientist, thank you for the $10. Appreciate it. Broke Man, thank you for $1. GFN, thank you for $2. Woo! Chase, thank you for $2. Yes. Thank you for believing in me. you. And I'm still going to do the second donut train because I'm having a good time. It was just very hard answering heavy questions, but I feel very good. I'm very happy. Thank you, Nevada. I think I already said that, but I didn't see the crowns. Donation train rolling. Everybody come inside. Clink, clank, the coins rain, the rhythm never slows. Donation station buzzing where the good vibes grow. Thank you, Eric. To the swing, let the beat ignite your soul. Hot Mess Express, we're reaching every goal. Steam rising, tracks blazing, the funk's on overload. Charity on fire, this train's in party mode. It's a good song. It's a good song. Every note a spark. I love electro swing. Electrify the journey, lighting up the dark. Woo! Clink, clank, the coins rain, the rhythm never slows. Donation station. Thank you for the $1, robust American style. Thank you, Mary Juana, for $2. Thank you for supporting my dreams, guys. Mess Express, we're reaching every goal. Woo! Wheels turning, hearts burning, we're unstoppable now. Thank you, Broke Man. I appreciate you. Donations taking a bow. Every step a shuffle, every move a cheer. On this donation train, there's no room for fear. Thank you. Secret Rival. Thank you for becoming a member. Shit. Thank you. Anna G, thank you for $1. Dance to the swing, let the beat ignite your soul. Woo! Hot Mess Express, we're reaching every goal. Anna G, thank you for that $1. Thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate you so much. I just unplugged myself. I think the song just ended. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I feel like I can't talk without being able to hear myself through the headphones. Okay, guys, I'm ending. I'm sending you guys over to Savage. Tomorrow, we'll all have a lot more answers, okay? Just know that whatever I choose it because I think it's the best for me, and I choose it because I think it's going to be the best viewing experience for you guys. I love you and good night.